Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Saturday edition of our Health Forum. This is Tabitha Health and Wellness. It's a forum, online forum specifically, where we gather together to share knowledge and information on things that can help our health, particularly things to improve our health and help us to stay healthy and strong so that we can all fulfill our God-given purpose on earth. Without strength and energy, we probably can't do anything. And it is from many things that we share here that we gain insight into the things that help us to sustain good health. Having said that, this is not a diagnosis center. It is a place where we share information. We do not diagnose any sickness. So if you have any health concern, I will appreciate if you seek the advice of your healthcare provider or a trusted physician. And so on that note, please do not have the wrong impression that we will provide information, provide advice for you without us getting to know the root cause of your problem. Thank you so much for this opportunity to have me in your corner. Tonight, I thought within me that from interactions with a lot of people, I realized that there's some fundamental decision or fundamental things that we need to know in order to help us to make very, very informed decisions about our health. These things are very important. When we hear them, we don't even understand why we are doing what we are doing. We need to really understand, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why do I need to do it like this during 30 days challenge? Why are we talking about eat fruits, eat vegetables, eat this, eat all of that? Why? So the question is, why? And sometimes we may just be doing certain things because other people are doing it, or because this woman encourages us to do this, so I'm doing it. But we need to know why we are doing certain things. So tonight, I've decided to put up a series together where we'll be understanding the benefits of some of the food that we eat. And we're going to start with fruits. We have a lot of fruits. Surprisingly, while I was going through the research and the study on this thing, I was able to come across some things that actually that is blowing my mind myself. And so it's opening my mind to a deeper understanding on some of the things that we do here. So I want us to go through some of this the series today on learning, starting it today on learning about our fruits. A lot of fruits. What are fruits and what can fruits do for you? You will be surprised. So let's start. Let's start tonight. We will take it one after the other, and what are the things that we should learn. It might take us a lot of time to do this series, but when we get to some important aspects that we want to deal with as well, we might pause and then go into another challenge or something. But let's take this series. It will interest you to learn a lot about some of the things that I will be sharing. Do you know the amount of minerals, vitamins, trace elements, fatty acid that you should consume every day? Do you have an idea? On a daily basis, there are certain requirements of nutrients and vitamins that you and I must ingest on a daily basis. And if these things are not in place, or because God has created our body in such a very wonderful way, now your body begins to go on what they call overdrive. Your body acts, because your body can heal itself, your body can function at certain level, even without you adding some things at the initial stage. But as you begin to go on in life or grow older, get older, exposed to certain things, some certain environmental factors, you may begin to see the consequences of not having those things in your health, in your body system. And then you now begin to see symptoms like cardiovascular issues, hypertension, diabetes, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, cirrhosis, Alzheimer's, dementia, bone issues, fibroid, cysts, all kinds of things begin to show up in our body system. Let me be frank with us. The truth is that many of these things that we have mentioned, that I've mentioned, a lot of them that I've, some of them that I've mentioned, and a lot of them that I've not mentioned, they are as a result of these deficiencies. Sorry if you can hear some noise, it's raining seriously around here. Now, research and science have described and have shown to us that we need 90 essential nutrients, important nutrients, let me not use essential, important nutrients on a daily basis in our health, including the vitamins, the minerals, the trace minerals, the trace fatty acids, and all of that in our body system. On a daily basis, you must have all these 90 in your diet, in your body on a daily basis. Now, some of these nutrients, some of them are essential and some of them are non-essential. When we say essential and non-essential, I've explained it before that non-essentials doesn't mean that it's not important, right? It means that your body may be producing some of these things, and then so you don't really need to ingest, whether you ingest them or not, your body builds them naturally. And some of the essential nutrients are the ones that your body, you need to supply to your body system, right, on a daily basis, like vitamin C. Your body doesn't produce vitamin C, so you must provide vitamin C to your body system every time. That's why we say you must ingest oranges and all the things that have vitamin C, so that you don't come down with scurvy. Okay, that's the deficiency of vitamin C. Now, having said that, so if you need to put all of these nutrients into your body, what are the things that we need to, where do we get them from, right? Where do we get them from? That should be the biggest question. That somebody will say 90, a whole 90, where will I get them from? So tonight, I want us to just begin to see that we can get this 90 in our body system as we begin to explore the importance of fruits in our body system, okay, what they do for us, what we get from each of the different fruits around you, and how do we get these minerals and the vitamins and the trace minerals in our body system. Okay, how do we get them in our body system so that we can adequately have these things? So go with me tonight as I begin to explore the power in fruits. The first thing I want you to know is that there are numerous disorders that can be prevented and treated by selecting natural fruits rich in minerals, vitamins, trace elements, vital nutrients, and other substances which have positive medicinal and curative properties. Isn't that interesting? Not only they are medicinal alone, but they also have curative effect on our body system. And it is important to understand this simple statement. For instance, you see garlic, what did it do for you? You see certain things, what did it do for you? Apple, what did it do for you? So you know that these things, we are not just putting them in our body system. We are being intentional about them, because whatever we put in our body system is capable of preventing certain issues and also curing certain issues in our body system. So what are fruits? Fruits are amazing. Fruits are wonderful. In fact, somebody said fruits are magical. They sound They're like magic, okay? They are amazingly like magic. Fruits, they are one of the oldest forms of food known to man, okay? They are oldest. You remember in the Garden of Eden, it was fruits that Adam and Eve were exposed to. In fact, one of the forbidden fruits that we mentioned is that they should not eat certain apple in the garden, certain fruits in the garden, so that, they will not have whatever. But then the thing is, why did God have to open them to fruits? They have, because fruits are kinds of things that you can't explain. They can be in fresh form, in dry fruit forms. They are all in natural state. They are food for us. Now, I have this problem that I'm trying to educate every time my family and people that come around me. I said, don't see fruits as snacks. See fruits as food. I began to hammer it with my young man in the house, because he's the one always telling me, Mommy, this is not food now. This is fruits. I said, fruits are food. It's not. Someone will say, smoothie is not fruit. It's not food. They're just appetizers. They're just snacks. We should begin to change our mindset that fruits, they are food on their own, because that's the way God created them for us. Now, these fruits that we're talking about, they contain substantial quantities of essential nutrients in the way that we will not even understand, in the way that we meet every single need in our body system. They are excellent sources of minerals and vitamins, as we've said. They have powerful effect on the blood and the digestive tract. See, these two things that I just mentioned, they are the very critical aspects of our lives, of our being. The blood. I remember even in the White's book, God said the life of a man is in the blood. And you can't do anything. Anyway, when somebody has low PCV, what happens? Everybody begins to run here and there to get blood infused into the person. There's a certain level that your blood must not drop below. Like women now, when the blood drops below 30, it becomes a concern to even to medical practitioner, to your physician. That's, why is your blood level low? So if the parameters in the hospital, maybe your blood level is 33, 32, they really might not see it as any big deal, except it's below 30. Now, at that point in time, your life is beginning to diminish, reduce. Right, it's up, because everything can be low. If your blood level is low, your oxygen intake level will be low. Okay, it will also affect the heart. If you affect every part of the body system, but because we all live on oxygen, and it is the blood that carries oxygen around all over our body system, because the heart pumps the blood, and the blood is oxygenated by the lungs, then goes from the heart and goes to every part of the body. After it is being used, it passes through the other chamber of the heart, and it flows into the lungs again to get it oxygenated before it moves to other parts of the heart to get it distributed to every part of our body system. That's how it works. So when your blood level is low, is a problem. Now, if your blood, your fruit is targeting to strengthen your blood. Your fruit is targeting to strengthen your blood and also to make impact in your digestive tract. That's why we hear a lot of testimony from people who do 30 days challenge that, this apple, when I just started, I saw transformation. That is the magic in fruits. That is the magic in what God has given to us. So your digestive tract system is your second brain. And don't forget that your brain is very important for things, for your health and for your well-being. The same way for your digestive tract system, because they call it the second brain. Now, this is very important for us to note. So when we substituting on the natural food, natural diet. Okay, when we do our life with natural diet, we feed our body with natural diet, of course we will enjoy good health. And moreover, ailments caused by the intake of unnatural things, unnatural food, can be successfully treated by fruit. I am telling you, when you inject unnatural food and it creates problem in your body system, then you begin to, that's the way you remember that I need to take fruit. When some people are constipated, that's when they remember that they've not taken fruit enough. Okay, so now it is important to know that that fruit can also create for us. Let us look at some of the factors, the actions, the things that your fruit do in your body system that make it magical, that make it medicinal, that make it curative. The first one is your fruit has hydrating effect, powerful hydrating effect. Taking fruit, fruit or fruit juice, it's one of the most pleasant way to also to hydrate our body system, hydrate our organs, hydrate every part of our body system. Every part of our body system need a lot of hydration. The water absorbed by a sick person, when somebody is sick and the person takes in fruit, you see that water absorbed from that person will revitalize the body system, and the people start getting it in. Fact, as a matter of fact, when somebody is sick, the best approach that you can do for the person, and that's why I always tell people when they reach out, I say, start juicing and vegetable juicing. I've shared the difference between vegetable juicing and fruit juicing before. Now, fruits are powerful too. Fruits are cleansers. Vegetable juices, they are nourishers. They nourish the body system. So when they said somebody is particularly sick, really sick, I said start taking juices. Like there was a man, I think I shared you before sometimes, there was a man who reached out to us that they had so thing. So we placed the person on fruits, on some fruits. He has really painful experience, really painful things around his joints, legs and hips and nerves and all of that. So now we just started. I said, well, the best approach, I mean, don't know exactly what to do. I think we should just do juicing. And one of my big mamas who knows the person said we should just put him on some juices. And we made some specific juices, targeted juices for his condition. I was so amazed. It was one-time juice required that I thought the person was going to ask for. We did the juice for him much more than 10 times. More than 10 times that we kept on doing over a period of weeks. And one day I asked him, I just went there, how are you feeling? He said he's amazingly fine. Okay, I'm talking about real big man. And, that is the power of juicing. And he restored even beyond. He said even my blood pressure had gone down significantly just by taking juices and all that, selective juices. So there is power in hydrating our body system. And that's one of the reasons why we are doing this water therapy challenge for this month, because a lot of people are also sick because they are low in hydration. Their body is not well hydrated, so there is problem. When your body is not well hydrated, your blood will be thick, the viscosity of your blood will be high, and it can create a lot of problem. I said it can put pressure on the arteries, it can raise your blood pressure, it can it can have problem in circulating enough oxygen, rich oxygen into your body system, which we all need. Now, it is important for us to understand that the water inside your juicing is the miracle that God has put inside those fruits. So if you supply your body system with food, what you are doing is that you are giving your body enough natural sugar and minerals at the same time. so you can see what is happening. Remember, we talked about mineral supply. The second one I want you to see, the second importance of fruits is this: fruits are diuretic. They have diuretic effect, or they are diuresis, okay, diuretic and the diuresis process. Now, the frequency of your urination is considerably increased when fruits and fruit juices are taken. Now, the amount of potassium and magnesium and sodium content of the fruit, they are the ones that have this diuretic and diuresis effect on your blood or your body system. When we say diuretic, what does it mean? Diuretic means they are things that you take, drugs that you take. Some of the hypertensive drugs, they are diuretic. What are they doing? You have accumulation of fluid in your body system, okay? And then this one, to remove excess fluid into your body system, they give you a diuretic drug to normalize the fluid level in your body system. Now, when they give you that diuretic reason, the process of you having frequent urination is what is called diuresis, okay? So the process is diuresis, and the product that is given to you, or the things that you are using, is the diuretic. Now, the fruits, they are diuretic. Some of the fruits that we eat, they are diuretic as well, because they have, research have shown that they have certain amounts of potassium, magnesium, and sodium content that can help to balance fluid level and then increase your frequency of urination and also balance the fluid level. So the amazing thing, the difference between the diuresis effect of fruits and the drug is that it's the balance. It creates a balance. The amount of sodium, potassium, and magnesium that we put inside fruits, they have been regulated by God Almighty. Okay, they have been regulated. So when you take them, it's not removing potassium from your body and then leaving sodium. And some of these drugs, they can also deplete the amount of potassium level in your body system. That can help, that can also create problems or increase certain level of potassium level that can also create problem and cause a heart problem. Okay, so that's one of the effects of that. But fruit is a balanced one. It's created by God, and it's God has put in his wisdom, he has put adequate amount of ingredients in each of them. Now, still talking about this, because somebody will say, why do we have sodium in fruit? Yes, the sodium content of fruits is low, so that's why they said fruits can also, so when they said do low sodium diet, what should come to your mind first is your fruits. Okay, the other thing that your fruit can do is alkalizing effect. Okay, so people are looking for alkaline tea, alkaline that, alkaline that. They are not far from you. Whenever you eat your fruits, you are possibly alkalizing your body system, because your fruits have alkaline effect. So the organic acid of the salt inside your fruits produce alkaline, okay? It produces alkaline carbonate when transformed within the organisms, okay, which alkalize the fluids. All the fruits, they promote intestinal elimination. This is one amazing thing that should be put. They remove all of those things that are as toxins inside your body system. That's why fruits are called toxins remover, okay? They are detoxifier. Fruits are detoxifier. In fact, when people have issues and they reach out to me, they have the strength and the stamina, I can place them on like some fruit fast. You can put them on some fruit fast. We work on certain things for a period of time, and then when they do that, then they do other things. That's usually one of the best approach to any particular health issue. You want to remove certain toxins from the body system. Sometimes when you feel sluggish, or when your intestinal tract is sluggish, you then want to increase it with the amount, with some fruit intake. Fruit also has some carbohydrate level, which also serve as sugar. And sugar is also very important for your body system and digestive system in large. So when you need quick energy, or somebody is sick around you, you need quick energy, one of the best things that you can do is to begin to give the person fruit so that you can regain energy again. The next thing I want to talk about is mineralizing effect. Your fruits have mineralizing effect. They can supply your body with enough and adequate minerals to your body system. Be it your dry fruits, be it your fresh fruits. Now, dry fruit like apricots, raisins, and dates, okay, they are very rich in calcium and iron. So when people say it's only in milk that you can get calcium, I begin to wonder that where are we getting this from? If not for some kind of monetary or profitable gain. It's not only in milk that we can get calcium from. We can get them from our fruit as well. We can get iron level from our fruit as well. So these fruits are high in minerals and are very essential for strong bones and good blood as well. Some of these fruits, like apple, we don't have this particular fruit here, as they call it custard apple, is particularly known to even serve about 800 milligram of 800 milligram of milligram of calcium per each of the fruit that we eat. Can you imagine that? Just eating that one particular apple will give you 800. That 800 milligram, it's enough. It's just adequate and sufficient to meet our daily requirements of this particular calcium mineral. The other thing that your fruit can also do for you is the laxative effect. When we say laxative effect, what are we saying? Laxative effect means that the thing can purge you. When you say something laxative, means that it can make you to run through and make you to go to toilet, especially when somebody is constipated. They want to give it laxative drugs and all of that. Now, fruit has a lot of fiber. The fibrous inside your fruit, the cellulose inside your fruit, they hate the smooth passage of the food in the digestive tract. Now, so some people eat, and once they eat, they have digestion issue. The food is not digested, and they just stay there. They eat, morning is not digested. They will go ahead to eat afternoon again, that's not digested. Night again, they will eat, is not digested. They will continue that cycle like that for a period of time. How will somebody not be sick? How will you not be sick when the ones that you have eaten for one day has not digested? So there's no nutrient absorption. There's no digestion. There can't be nutrient absorption. So when there's no nutrient absorption, then we are not healthy. Minerals are not supplied to your body system. Vitamins in the food that you have eaten is not supplied to your body system. So you become weak and tired, yet you are eating. So that's the problem that some people have. So, but when you eat fruit, because of the fiber content inside your fruit, it helps for easy passage of your food out of the digestive system, because the certain time that your food must stay in your digestive system, and when it stays beyond that period of time, then it begins to create problems in your body system. So this fruit serves as a good source of fiber to help to remove, massage, and help to navigate through the digestive system, and then brushes out the things that we have accumulating inside our colon for a very long period of time. When you do that on a regular basis, you won't need to start looking for colon tea, colon this, and all of that. When you do this, you might want to take the colon tea maybe for once in a while to do a general body cleaning or general body colon cleansing. But when you eat your fruit regularly, you probably may not even need colon cleansing. Now, this fruit that we're talking about now, certain kind of fruit that some cancer patients can eat, like I've shared before. If you want to know more about that, you can check on our YouTube channel, Tabitha Health and Wellness, where we talked about different fruits that are meant for cancer patients. These some of the fruits that we mentioned there, they also serve the same purpose as well with other things that we prescribe for them, so that it can help the removal of toxins, and that it can help the colon. One key thing for any cancer patient is the colon. Colon must be clean to remove toxins. colon must be clean to shed out the weight and the body toxins, so that the body can be lighter as much as possible. Now, if you have enough fruit in your body system, it will also help to remove and reduce it prevents and also cures constipation. That is very natural automatically. If you have been taking fruit and doing 30 days challenge, one of the things we will prevent constipation, and we will also cure your constipation. If you are not getting results and you've done, some people will tell you that there might be a more critical issue that we need to attend to, that we need to look at, that is creating more problems in your body system. Ideally, you will be fine when you eat fruit well. Your constipation, your bowel movement will be fantastic, and your health will feel. That's why some people say, I feel very light. Yes, you've been carrying a lot of load in your body system for a long period of time. Some people have food that are undigested, that are not removed from their system for 6 months, for 1 year. When people do colonic irrigation, you will see their feces, you can see it through their machine coming out. When they come out of that thing and they finish the colonic irrigation, what happens? Some people might need 4 kg immediately, just by doing 1 session of the colonic irrigation program. So it is important that we'll ensure that we are doing the right thing so that our colon can be clean. The other thing that I want to mention is toxin tonic action. Fruit has tonic action. Fruits as dependable sources of vitamins exert a tonic effect in the body. Your guavas, for instance, your custard apple that we also mentioned. Of course, our apple can also do the same thing. In fact, you will not believe what that your apple that you're underrating can do. We will get to that. Okay, and citrus fruits like lemons and oranges, they are particularly valuable sources of vitamin C. These fruits are usually eaten fresh and raw. You don't have to cook them. Okay, so they make the vitamins fully available for you when you eat them raw. So several fruits contain good amount of carotenoid, which gets converted to vitamin A. I've shared that before. So it is not vitamin A that you find inside your carrot. It is the carotene that you find inside your carrot that is converted into vitamin A, as make it available for you and for your eyes and for other things. So, and that's about vitamin A in the body. And a medium-sized mango can provide as much as 15,000 international units of vitamin A. Can you imagine? 15,000 vitamin A, which is sufficient for food 1 week. Imagine. You don't even need to eat like dozens of a lot of these fruits. That's how powerful. So when people say it is too expensive, that's what God has done for us. What God did for us is this: He gave us just one, and that one can do a whole lot. That's why you say medium-sized mango will give you about 15,000 international units of vitamin A. Imagine that, and it's sufficient for you for that for 1 week. So the common papaya that you all know around it as well is excellent source of vitamin C. In fact, and carotene. In fact, I saw a research. There was a documentary. There was a paperwork that I read about pawpaw that is very amazing. Please don't overlook and commonize pawpaw again. Pawpaw is an amazing, incredible fruit that you don't need to go to ignore, especially for anyone that is battling with cancer issues. Pawpaw is amazingly wonderful. Pawpaw is rich in vitamin C and carotene. Vitamin A, vitamin C, E. Every other mineral, they are very important. But vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E is very important for this set of people. Fruits are at their best, like we said, when you eat them fresh and raw. Don't cook them, okay, because you will lose some of these things, some of the nutrients to water. You also lose some salt, you lose some carbohydrates as well. So the better way to eat them fresh, so that you can get the beneficial effect of each of those ones. Now, when you want to eat for breakfast in the morning, you can take some of these fruits in the morning, preferably for breakfast. That's one of the research work that I read as well. Preferably, They are most beneficial when taken as a separate meal by themselves, preferably for breakfast in the morning. A combination of fruits with vegetable is not, of course, that one I've told you before, is not considered good. If you take in fruits, you should have a large portion of the meals. Okay, take a large portion of the fruit. Your pawpaw, you can cut your pawpaw, half of a full pawpaw or cut out of it, depending on your stomach. You can eat that and you'll be fine. I also want to advise that sometimes we may also want to take one kind of fruit per time, is also so that you can get the benefit. You can mix. I'm not saying you can't mix fruit salad and all of that, but you know the fruits you cannot mix together. So I also like maybe I put my apple, I put maybe plum, or sometimes by the time I finish eating the apple, I'm already full. So I may not even be able to take the plum or to take the clementine. Like what I have this particular period is apple, clementine, plum, pawpaw, and what else again? Oranges. Okay, so I'm beginning to say, okay, get to oranges as well. I'm not a fan of oranges, but now I'm beginning to get towards it. So I have that. So once time I finish eating too, I'm already full. I take it with my tea and I'm already full. Okay, so you might want to do one at a time like that. And if you want to do a mix, but ensure if you want to do your watermelon, make sure you eat your watermelon by itself. So fruits are highly beneficial in maintaining, it's also beneficial in maintaining acid and alkaline balance. Now, a lot of us have problems with this. Your body must be in the state of homeostasis. That's what called a body of equilibrium, where there's no over too much of alkaline and we get into alkalosis, and we have too much of acid when it becomes acidosis. So we have to be very careful. So the balance is very important, and one good way to create that balance is when you ingest your fruit regularly. You can create a balance in the body system. So will they help to neutralize toxin? When you neutralize toxin from your body system, you will be able to get the balance that you need very well. So it is also important to note that when you are looking at, somebody asked me, what about fruit fast? When you are looking at eating fruit alone, it contains a lot of healing power that nature offers ready-made for you. You don't have to go and pluck it, buy it in a pharmacy or buy it in one store or something. Buy your fruit, cut them together. The nutrients inside, you are not buying them. Now, when you will have them in supplements, your nutrients have been converted into other besides of business for you. No problem if you want to ingest them as supplement. But the best way to get them, this nutrient, is when you get them into what? You get them naturally like that. It's important for us to note that. Now, somebody might be asking me that vitamins and these minerals that I mentioned there, how many do I need to eat? How many food do I need to eat? No. What you need to just put in mind is that your vitamins, your minerals, your enzymes, your trace elements, they contain in your fresh fruit juices, and extremely, they are beneficial in normalizing all the body process. Now, someone might be saying, I've been going through this particular issue for a long time. I want to put it to you, ask you this question, and I want you to take it home as an assignment. How many fruits have you taken per day before you start complaining to yourself that your body is not feeling this way, your body is feeling that way? How many fruits have you taken? You see, when I'm feeling certain ways, I sit down and do a journal of what am I missing? It's either I'm not taking enough fruits. And once I retrace myself and I start with my fruit, I increase my level of fruit again. And I reduce my intake of cooked food everywhere, every now and then. I feel good, I feel better. So I said to myself that I don't need to compromise on this thing. All I need to do is to trust God to make provision, to provide it for me, so that I can be able, and God will do it. And God will do it. When you ask Him for help, He will come to your aid. It will come to your help and it will satisfy you always. So you don't have to bother your head about how many vitamin food do I need. Once you eat them, you will have amazing result in this fruit. Your fruit as well is curative. They have the curative properties. I want us to stop here. I want us to go and digest what we have done, what we have just spoken to today. I will tell you how much you can find vitamin B complex that we buy everywhere in your fruit, vitamin C in your fruit, how you can heal yourself in your fruit. We are going to be talking about a lot of things in this fruit section. And before we get to our other vegetables, we can see how we can heal ourselves with fruits. And the first fruit that we'll be talking about in the next episode will be apple. Do you know? Let me just whet your appetite a bit. Do you know that your apple can help with anemia? Do you know that your apple can help with constipation and diarrhea? Do you know that your apple can help with dysentery? Do you know that apple is amazing for cough, for kidney stones as well? Do you know? Okay, join me next week by the grace of God as we dive more into the power of fruits that God has given to us. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Real good.